Hello everyone, Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching. I have another Monday quarterback video for you. I want to play this video and pause intermittently here and there to talk about things that are going on and explain what's going on and talk about things that I think that are being done right and are done wrong. Just note that this video that comes from this agency is 52 minutes long. So that in and of itself is going to be pretty long. So the commentary involved in it is going to obviously stretch that out. It's going to be well over an hour long. So you may want to save this video for a different good time to be able to watch it so you can get all the information. Without further ado, here we go.
Hello everyone, I'm Lieutenant Rod Grassman, Public Information Officer for the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office. I'm joined here today by Captain Parker Wilborn, Public Information Officer for Sacramento Metropolitan Fire District. Metro Fire and the Sheriff's Office want to share with you an overview of an incident that occurred in Sacramento County this last June. Sheriff's Office deputies responded to a call for service regarding a 911 hang-up call, a very common occurrence. This normally innocuous call turned violent when a subject took his 2-year-old son hostage by holding a knife to his throat. He then started a fire in the room where he was barricaded with the child. Once the fire was ignited, Sacramento Metro Fire District responded to the scene and joined the Sheriff's Office in a complex and chaotic scene that demonstrates the dynamic ingenuity of your community's first responders. What you're about to see is nothing short of an extraordinary rescue.
Responding personnel from both Sacramento Metro Fire and the Sheriff's Office have distinguished themselves through their unwavering devotion to duty. While the actions performed on the scene are significant, they're just a microcosm of the commitment, dedication, and cooperation between the Sheriff's Office and Metro Fire to keep our community safe. Metro Fire and the Sacramento Sheriff's Office have worked together to bring you this 50-minute video from the perspective of responding deputies and firefighters. All videos being released have been minimally redacted to ensure the confidentiality and privacy of those involved. Audio redactions are signified by a muted audio with no accompanying sound. This is an active investigation. The information provided in this video release is preliminary and subject to change as investigators learn more. Some of the video you're about to see contains strong language in addition to graphic content which may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
So as he noted, this is something that happens a lot, and it does. This happens all across the nation. 911 gets called, dispatch answers, the call hangs up. Sometimes this is a person who is in distress, and they've called 911 because they need help, and just the timing of it, their phone died. Or someone has grabbed that phone from them and has disconnected the call. Or the person is afraid that they will be caught on the phone, and so as soon as they hear it, they hang up, thinking and knowing that dispatch will be able to trace the call and come find them. It could be people have accidentally butt dialed 911 or have accidentally dialed 911 for whatever reason, and someone picks up and then they get scared and they don't want to say, "Oh, my bad, I accidentally called." They just hang up thinking, it'll go away. No one will say anything or do anything. Each area across the country is a little bit different. Some places have what's called enhanced 911 or E911, and they do have the ability to trace calls, find out exactly where they're at. If it's landline based, then obviously that's easier than cell phone. Cell phone, they can get information from the towers and everything to pinpoint locations and everything. Sometimes it's pretty accurate. Sometimes it's just kind of like it's within this area kind of deal. Some places they don't have E911, but a lot of places do. But anyway, this is a normal thing that occurs. It ranges from little kids playing on the phone, they call 911 and hang up, to adults either accidentally dialing or purposely dialing, and then they hang up for whatever reasons. It's a very, very common thing. And then, of course, it says that a fire engine is staging a few blocks away in case there's some type of medical emergency. So, on top of police having to come to these 911 hang-ups, it's also other entities having to come, whether it be the fire department or the ambulance provider. And in some places, the ambulance is the fire department. It just depends on where you're at. Not every place is the same. Because there is the potential for extreme bad things to be happening during this kind of call, a 911 hang-up. You don't know what it is. It could be a little kid playing on the phone. It could be a butt dial kind of scenario. It could be someone has had their house broken into, a woman is being raped, or about to be raped, something, house invasion, robbery thing going on. You don't know. And because you don't know exactly what the hell it is, you should assume that it is the worst thing that could be going on, and that there could be a deadly force encounter arising from this. And so that means you need to be getting your long gun out. So this is the type of call that, in my opinion, mandates that when you get out of your car, your rifle comes with you. Because if you're going to be getting involved in a deadly force encounter, you want a long gun with you. Rifles and shotguns outperform pistols every day of the week. I don't give a shit what kind of argument you try to give me. You're wrong. Rifles and shotguns beat pistols all day long.
I was dispatched to a 952, which is an incomplete telephone call. We get those a lot, 952s. Usually someone's hanging up, or you'll hear some screaming in the background. Doesn't give much information. So my partner, Deputy Vicente, and I, we show up to the apartment. The text of the call read that there was a small dog barking, I believe, and there was a woman crying or screaming. So that's all that we had to go with when we first responded.
So I have not watched the entirety of this yet. I skipped way ahead and probably watched maybe 10-15 minutes of it. So as you could see, they do interviews during this production. And so it's almost like watching a Rescue 911 show. If you remember the old show, William Shatner, it would do little flashbacks to the people talking and telling what they experienced and what was going on. I think this is a kind of a cool way to do a community debrief video. Include the people who were there and let them talk and talk about things that went on. I have not seen any type of critical incident briefing video like this. Not that I can ever recall, where people who were there get to talk and tell you things they saw. So I think this is a really cool way of doing these critical incident videos, and I would like to see agencies do this more often. I think it's a really great way to connect to the community and really, truly be transparent.
Knocked on the door, received no answer. I checked the window and I was able to see someone pacing back and forth. It was a middle-aged woman. I let my partner know. Knocked on the door again. Finally, she came out. She answered the door.
So I like how he knocks on the door, but he doesn't stand right there at the door. He backs away from it and goes back to that window to get it far from that door as possible. You got to think about the construction of, or the layout of this immediate area right here. His only means of egress is this walkway right here. If something happens, he can't go this way because he'll be blocked by the building and limited in egress this way by this damn tree and these steps. So literally it's just this walkway up until this point is how he can egress from there if someone were to open that door and start blasting. So I like his tactic there of, you know, knocking on the door and then coming back to this point where if something happens, he's out of the way. He ain't got to worry about being hit. And I like how his other backup officer is far enough away so that if something does happen, both of them aren't getting lit up right at once. Something happens to one, the other one's able to at least, hopefully, avenge. When they were making their approach, you may not have noticed, but they had their flashlights out, but they were not beaming those things. They were using really good light discipline. When they got up to this area right here, he had the light up, but he did not turn it on. Instead, he just approached the window and just kind of silently watched through the window like a peeping Tom, so to speak. That way, he's not alerting anyone inside to their presence. As far as anyone inside is concerned, there's no one out there watching them. They don't know the police are out there at this point until he goes and knocks on that door. Then they know that there's people out there. So I like the tactic of not using the light and giving their position away, and I like how he just goes up to the window and just starts peeping through the window, trying to gather as much data as possible to figure out what's going on.
She walked back. She's walking back and forth.
Just based off of her, like her facial expressions and her body language, like you can tell that there was something wrong.
Hello. What's going on?
My father's in there breaking stuff with my son in there. I need you guys to get him out.
Okay.
His name's...
Can you just keep an eye?
Yeah.
Okay. So
My son's a 1 month-old, okay? I've been trying to tell him to leave, and he won't leave.
okay, does he live here?
No,
Okay, where does he live?
in West Sacramento.
Huh?
In West Sacramento.
Okay, he's
He's supposed to be on visit with my kids, and he's not leaving.
Okay.
And we had a couple drinks together, and he went a little far. So I asked my daughter to go use the phone upstairs because he broke our phones. So when I allowed a call. So he's in there. If he knows that you guys are out here, he's gonna flip a script and keep my kids in there and hurt them.
okay. So
I need to go back in there so he doesn't hurt my kids.
okay,
Please.
wait a second. Is there any weapons in there or anything like that?
No,
Okay, can we go in there and talk with him?
please.
Okay. Do you have a restraining order against him or anything
No.
like that?
As she was entering the door, I noticed that there's like a large red marking on her left side of her back. So in my head, I was already thinking, there's probably a domestic violence that happened sometime, earlier in the day.
He's been throwing snow.
Where is he?
He's in the back room with my sons in there.
Okay. Are they asleep?
Yes.
So they're asleep.
My daughter's not. She's in her room. And my son.
Holy shit. This has got a huge ass medical pouch on his back. That's gotta be uncomfortable as fuck to be driving around in. I mean, I'll applaud the fact that he's carrying a big IFAC like that, but damn, like that can't be too comfortable riding around in the car. Also, the pepper spray placement. That's an odd placement to me. That's not a great place to put your pepper spray. Now, he does seem to be a smaller guy. Smaller people do have less room on the belt, so to speak, less real estate. And a lot of the stuff ends up being more bunched together. But that is not a place where you want some of your fighting tools to be in a hard accessible location. I've talked about this before in other videos. Sadly, it seems like pepper spray is one of those things that has kind of gone to the forgotten side. They're not utilized as much anymore as they should be. There seems to be an over-reliance on taser and whatnot, but pepper spray still has its place. Pepper spray is still an effective option. I like pepper spray. And it's a fighting tool. So a fighting tool needs to be closer to easy fighting reach, and having it on the back of the belt like that is not a good place to put a fighting tool at.
He's been okay. Is the door locked?
It's broke.
It's broke.
You'll see it.
Okay. What's his name? Okay.
Please, don't let it burn my son.
Broken door. Is it with the broken door?
Yes. No. Please. He's in there on the bed.
Hey, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Hey, call for another unit. Hey.
You might get closer to death if I want to hurt my son.
Ma'am, taking right.
Hey, put the knife down.
Give us the air. Can we get code 3 additional
Hey,
please?
come here. Leave that kid. Okay.
Additional
Hey,
please.
come here. Put the knife down.
What a fucking piece of shit pussy motherfucker to grab a little 2-year-old kid like that and hold a knife to him. Fuck this son of a bitch.
Give us the air. Can we get code 3 additional please?
Hey, come here. Leave that kid. Okay. Come here.
Stay back.
Hey, put the knife down, man. Come here. Listen to me, man. Hey, I just want to talk with you. Let me see the kid. Hey, he's a child, man. Let me see the kid.
He will do it.
Hey, stay inside the room. Stay inside the room.
Out. Out.
Hey, no, that's not what we want to do, man.
No, you want to fucking no.
Hey, look, hey, guns go away. I just want you to put the knife down, man. Come here, let me see the kid. Put the kid down. Hey, guns will go away, man. Hey, guns are gonna go away, dude. I don't want the kid to get hurt, man. Hey, come here. Listen to me, man. Hey, please, dude, I'm asking you, please. Let me see the kid, man.
You fucking did this for.
Frank, he's barricaded in the back bedroom.
Hey, speak with me, man. Hey, look at me, dude. I just want to see you. I just want to make sure the kid's okay, man. Hey, I need to see you, man.
Take a look.
Hey, well, I need you to come over here.
Get out. Please. Don't do it. Please, my baby.
14 Frank, he's trying to run through the back window.
Get out. Out. Where is he?
Look at my God. Do you have? Okay, look, it's down. It's down. It's down. Look.
Get the fuck away from the window right now.
Okay, it's down.
Tell me why you get away from the window.
Don't.
Over there. In this, right here. Bedroom, brother.
Hey, get off! Step on the side right here.
Out.
You get down now.
Went to the apartment. I see Duran. He's got his gun out. I still don't know really what's going on. I peek around the corner, like I said, and I don't see anybody there. I don't see anything that's going on. So I'm like, okay, what is he What's he doing? Who's he talking to? Who is he giving commands to? And then out of nowhere, it just pops up out of nowhere, right behind the dresser.
Yo! Hey! Stop! Hey, dude, let me talk with you. Let me talk with you. My gun will go away, man. Okay? Get over here!
Hispanic.
Get over here! Please. Okay, look, my gun's going away. Okay, look, my gun's going away. Look, listen to me. Okay, look, it's down. It's down. Okay, look, it's down.
What's his last name?
What's going on, man? Look, hey, I'll put my gun down.
I don't like it when they put multiple views up like this. Like, it's really hard to fucking like track and see what's going on when there's multiple camera views. Some of these are just kind of useless views. Like this Sergeant card coming up. Like, I don't know why we need to be seeing this right now.
Hey, listen.
Of importance is this one in the top left where you can see the suspect. This one, his original partner is still outside providing cover to the rear. Well, not to the rear, but to the other means of egress from this apartment. And then these are from this one was of someone inside, but this one is an additional officer that's inside of the apartment. And this is the guy that had the less lethal shotgun.
Look, I'm putting my gun away, dude. Okay? I'm putting my gun away. Okay, look.
And it looks like there's 3 more spots for camera views to come up. They just haven't thrown up yet.
My gun's down. I just don't want that knife next to the child, man.
Only talk to the...
What's going on? What's going on? What started all this?
She started punching me.
Okay. Is that... Does the child...
She drank half a bottle of fucking alcohol.
Okay, so check it out, man. Let's put the kid down and let me talk to you about this.
Kid down because I already know what's going to happen. So go ahead and get... We're going to negotiate.
Okay, well, check it out, dude. I just want the kid to be okay. That's it. What's your child's name? What's your child's name? Hey.
Very stressful environment where you have him screaming at you. You're more concerned about what's going on with the kid. You see him, he's ducking behind the child with a knife to the throat. It's just one of those situations where if you haven't been there, it's not fun to be in.
Do we have units inside?
Yes. There's Duran
What can we do to stop this? You tell me. What can we do to stop this? You tell me.
Kid in the can, knife on the
Hey, let's just put the knife down.
Right here.
Let's
shoot.
No.
Right here.
No.
Shoot.
Hey, that's not what we want to do.
Shoot. Shoot me.
Listen,
Shoot me right now. Shoot me.
No. Stop.
Shoot me.
Please.
Shoot me, please.
Let me just speak to you with the knife down, okay? I'll put my gun down.
Shoot me.
I'll put my gun down. No, that's not what we're doing.
We're not trying to hurt
Hey,
anybody. We're not trying to
focus on me.
Don't listen to him.
Focus on me. Focus on me, man. Hey, this is not what we want to do. I want to talk with you, man. That's it. Okay, can we put the kid down?
As a supervisor, my first thought was this is the worst case scenario that I could think of, because no matter what decision I make, no matter where I push, there's always that chance that he starts making good out of his threat. And now we have a possible death that my decision could have caused. It kind of, I saw that and it was immediately, oh no, what do I do? And so, as soon as I kind of listened a little bit and saw that the deputy was able to kind of ride the roller coaster, get him where he was amped up, to calm him down a little bit to the point where he was crying and lowered himself down out of our view, but did not show immediate desire to harm the baby. I kind of backed out a little bit, called our watch commander, let him know what was going on, and immediately said, hey, we need to pull the handle on it. This is time to call everybody that we can.
Please.
That's my only way out, dude.
No, that's not your way out. That's not your only way out. Talking with me is your way out. Talking with me is your way
And
out.
so I, at that point in time, tried to run back and forth in and out, trying to coordinate, make sure we had a perimeter set up. So,
Hey, dude, come on out. Hey, he's got the baby in his arms. He just came to the window. He's got the baby in his arms.
Still holding the kid?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see the
there was no avenue of escape, so we can look at all of our options, so we can kind of keep trying to formulate some type of plan. I started to kind of gather a team, an arrest team, where if we're able to talk the knife down, so that we can go in there using our less lethal options to try and take him into custody. I was looking at if we had the opportunity, do we need to use lethal force to end it?
We're not doing this. No.
We had one deputy in there with a assault rifle, who I kind of kept eyes on him, watching him, seeing, and he just kind of indicated to me that he never had a clear opportunity. I kept the baby close to his head, where talking to him later, he never felt comfortable doing it, and I wasn't going to push the issue, because if he didn't feel comfortable taking the issue.
Come here, man. Come here. No, that's not what we're doing.
That's what we're doing.
Look, you got a beautiful kid right there, man.
I know I got a kid right here.
Okay, he's a beautiful kid. Let him come out, man. You don't need to be doing this. Okay, what do you want to talk to about?
Let's talk about this, dude. Let's work it out. We don't want anyone to get hurt.
You hear me? Hey, dude. Okay, well, what are we going to talk to? What are we talking about?
Dude, I'm not fucking with you. One more time.
No, what are we talking about, man? What are we talking about?
What was it?
He keeps on throwing stuff. No, stop. Stop. Hey, listen, no, we're not doing that, dude.
Let's get the fucking light off him.
Look, stop. Hey, come here. No, we're not doing. I just want to talk with you, dude. Have you had anything to drink tonight?
I don't want to talk to him more.
What can we do?
What I'm thinking in my head right now, and I may not have even thought of this if I was in that same scenario. That's the beauty of Monday quarterbacking. You have your forebrain. You have your full forebrain ability to be able to think of stuff. You don't really have that luxury in the moment, because midbrain is kind of trying to take over some. But one thing I'm thinking in my head right now is telling the guy, well, if you want us to shoot you, we can't shoot you when you're holding the kid. You got to set the kid down. That would have got the kid out of his arms, and that would have actually cleared them to have a good line of sight on this guy. And if he decided to jump the door and come at them to force their hand, then so be it. But I think, one thing that could have been said is, well, we can't shoot you when you're holding that kid that close, because there's a risk that we could hit the kid. And that may have put it in that guy's head of like, all right, well, that's true. I'll set the kid down. And that would have been better if he could have set that kid down. It would have been a whole lot better if he could have set that kid down past that door, and that little kid could have ran towards the police.
You can't do nothing.
No, there's something that we can do. You tell me. Tell me what we do. I'm reasonable, man. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. What can I talk to you about, dude? Okay, who do you want to talk to? I'll get someone else over here. How about that? I'll get someone else. Who would you like to talk to? Would you like to talk to another deputy? Okay, who? Who would you like to talk to? Tell me, man. I'm listening. Okay, your wife. What would you like to tell her?
I was trying to build rapport with him, and he was going up and down. He would start to listen to me, and then he wouldn't. He'd start raising his voice, start yelling again, and then, he'd calm down. It was just back and forth, back and forth.
Let's talk about this.
What's his name, bro? What's his name? Huh? No. Hey, we're not doing that, bro.
We're not gonna do that, dude.
No.
We're not gonna do that.
No. We're not doing that.
It's not even working,
No.
man.
Hey, let's talk about, what do you want to tell your wife? Come here. Hey, it's okay.
Do we want to get the apartment behind it? That one? Somebody got...
No. Listen to me. Hey, your kid loves you, man. You know that?
I was just trying to keep him there as much as I could so my partners could formulate a plan. I knew that they were already working, they were already doing, their job. I can hear him talking, in one ear, talking about, entering on the side of the apartment complex. So I knew that they were formulating a plan, so I just needed to continue talking to the guy.
Come here. Hey. Hey, your child's right there. Listen to me. I need you to stop screaming because you're scaring your child. I need you to listen to me. Yes. I need you to listen to me. Okay? You got your child in your hands and he's down there with you and you're scaring him. You're scaring him. Hey. Listen to me, you're scaring him. You need to be the man. Okay? You need to show him that you're strong. Okay? Let's not scare him. He's your child, dude. He's your child. Okay? Let's not scare him. Okay? This is something that we can figure out. Yes, we can, dude. Yes, we can, bro. I'm telling you. Yes.
No, we can't.
What is it that you want to talk about?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, let me have your child, dude. Let me have the child, man. Hey, bro. Bro, please don't throw anything at me. I'm just here to talk with you, dude. I haven't done anything to you, nor has that child. Okay? Huh?
My wife.
Okay, well, what are we going to talk to the wife about? Tell me, bro.
My wife, sir.
Hey, talk to me.
I won't talk to no one else.
Okay, well, we'll get your wife in here, but come on, dude. Let me see the child, dude. You're scaring him, man. He's just a little boy. Look at him.
You're scaring me too, sir.
Okay, well, what would you want me to do right now? Tell me. Tell me.
Nothing.
Help me, help you.
You're fucking lying to me.
I'm not lying to you, bro.
You're lying to me.
I'm not lying.
Someone else.
Who would you like to talk to?
Matters worse.
Okay, well, what do you want me to do? Huh? What do you want me to do? Hey, bro.
I told you I want my wife.
Okay, well, your wife's outside right now, dude.
I told you I want my wife.
What are we going to talk to your wife about? Stop.
My wife.
Stop. Your child's right there. He doesn't need to be inhaling that.
He went into the restroom and he grabbed it. I think he grabbed like an aerosol can. I think it was like a hairspray can. And I could hear like a flint going off. And I'm like, oh no. So flint was going off and he started to spray something. And I was telling him, hey, stop spraying that. It's not good for the kid to inhale.
Listen to me, man. Listen to me, dude. Your child's right there, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, can you stand up for me? Hey, can you stand up for me?
I told you I want someone else.
Okay, well, you don't want to talk to me anymore?
No, I don't.
Well, you want to talk to another deputy?
Worse.
How am I making stuff worse? I'm just trying to talk.
Nope.
What can I do? Hey, bro. What can I do?
He continued to do it and he started a little small fire with, some debris that was inside of the restroom.
I'm not walking over there.
After he got the fire started, he threw whatever he had in his hand, I believe, on top of like a pile of clothes, which was next to the bed. And once it landed on the pile of clothes, it ignited. The clothes ignited and it started.
I need you to come out and talk with us. He's lighting a fire. Stop, dude. It's okay.
I
Look.
told you I want someone else.
Okay, who do you want?
Someone else with you.
Okay. Who else wants to give it a shot? Okay.
So just try talking to him, trying to just maybe vent to us, see what's really going on. By then, I'm thinking, okay, now this is more of our SED, our SWAT team. If we can get him there, they can kind of take over and do what they do best. but then it kind of escalated into him lighting the apartment on fire. I said, look at Duran and was like, hey, do you see that? And he was like, yeah, he's lighting something with the aerosol can.
Why not? How is it going to end? No. If what you're thinking is probably going to shoot you, it's not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen. Okay? Our concern is about with you and the child, okay?
My wife, I already told you.
Okay, well, like my partner just said, what do you want to talk to your wife about?
Then the fire started. That added more of a, what the hell do I do now? Yeah, now it's just up the game to where we have to do something. Do I force him to go in now and take the chance of the same outcome of him harming the baby? Do we wait it out, fire builds, and we lose our opportunities?
That's the...
Hey, that couch is on fire. Everything's on fire.
We got fires. He got a knife to the child. We can't push it because he's putting the knife to the child's neck. So
Right, but...
I understand that, but right now, if we start pushing too far...
If we start pushing too far. So this is the point where I have to say this guy is command ineffective. Fire spreads fucking quick. If you've ever watched any of those educational, videos of fire safety for like Christmas tree safety stuff, Christmas tree catching fire, or just a video on how quickly fire spreads, and they make basically a mock-up of a living room, or they make a little miniature house or whatever, and they set one little item on fire, and then they turn the timer on, and you will see that fire spreads quickly. Within minutes, a whole house can be on fire and in flames. So this guy has set fire to something, and it's growing. Time is of essence right here. You wait too long, the kid's going to die. This is a matter of taking action or not taking action. And not taking action is just as bad as making a wrong decision. I think this is something that plagues a lot of agencies, and not just, it's not just police stuff either. It can be other things as well, where people are just they don't want to make that bad decision. They're too afraid of making a decision and it being wrong, and so they sit there and they stall and they stall and they stall and they stall and they stall. Well, that choice right there, that action, that is the wrong action to be taking. That fire is set. It's just a matter of minutes before that place becomes fully involved, and they need to act. They need to act right now. This guy has already set in motion the actions that's going to lead to death.
Your son can't be in there, dude. Your son can't be in there. There's smoke in there. And there's smoke in there. Your kid doesn't need to be smelling that.
Come on.
Yeah. Hey, dude. I need you to listen to me right now. Okay? I need you to listen to me, dude. Hey, I need you to listen to me right now. The kid doesn't need to be in there with that smoke.
The place was catching on fire. We're talking about it. We're letting our partners know, hey, it's catching fire. It's getting bigger. It's spreading. There's a lot of smoke. Eventually, it got so bad where the smoke was above our heads, and fire alarms going off. Partners are still formulating the plan.
The watchman in the meantime he showed up, and we both kind of looked at the sliding glass door that led directly into the bedroom. Posed a problem because of this part where the fire was at. Big window that we had to breach, get through. But the main hallway where they were talking to him, the door was broken in half, but he had also partially barricaded it.
Hey, bro.
Next thing I know, he's the hole inside of the bedroom. You can see the sparks or the lights coming off the wall. You start to see more and more smoke.
Listen to me.
You started to think, okay, this is getting much, much worse. We're going to have to act. Otherwise, the child's going to die.
What's called?
Listen to me, bro. Your son can't be inhaling that smoke.
Do we want to get life to talk to him?
Okay. Just calm down. Calm down. And calm down.
Every second you waste.
He doesn't need to be.
Bad guy was on point with that. Every second you waste. That's exactly what they're doing. They're wasting precious seconds.
Hey, you gotta bring us the kid, man. You gotta let the kid go, dude.
Hey, he doesn't need to be in there. He didn't do anything.
He's trying and shutting out the video.
You're not complying.
Hey,
I need you guys out. Everybody out. Get everybody from inside.
Exit.
Hurry, please. What you need, Sarge? Huh? The wife was right here. They told me to put her back. You want her?
No. We just want to find out the bathroom. Is there any other exits out of the bathroom?
Okay.
we got one right here.
I got anything for her?
Is there any exits out of the bathroom?
No.
Any exits at all? Any vents that somebody can like go through?
No. No.
Nothing. Just the slider
Just
in
the
the
slider.
hallway. In the window.
And her
You still
bedroom.
there? Hey, bro, are you still there? You still there? Hey, dude.
Hey, you want to I believe. I don't know what. Shit, Joe.
Do you have a room in your phone?
Out. That way, please. That way.
Hey, there's too much smoke in there.
Yeah, I know.
Come on out, man.
Get my wife.
Dude, the kid.
Hey, and your wife's out here. We don't want anyone to get hurt, dude. We just want to come out and talk to you. We don't want your baby to get hurt. That's the biggest thing, all right? Right now, you're not making this, this is low level, man. We can still recover from this, but we need to get out of here.
No, I fucking can't! Get my wife!
Dude, we need. Where's Sarge?
He went running that way. I don't know.
The fire's getting. There's too much smoke. There's too much smoke. Hey, listen to me. You're a kid.
Bro, you gotta lose your kid, man. Let him go.
Hey. Listen to me. Hey, we gotta go now. We gotta go. We gotta go. Sarge, we gotta go. Hey, this fire's getting big.
I know, we need to go in now.
Let's go.
No.
Come here.
The decision was made by the watch commander to go through the sliding glass door, which I agreed with. And then it was a matter of setting up a team and trying to get our tools there that we needed. That posed a little bit of a delay, which helped but harmed us. It helped us because it allowed the fire to gain enough momentum that it caused the hostage taker to kind of panic, not worry as much about harming the baby and standing off between us as opposed to what is he going to do. So it kind of threw him off his game a little bit, changed his mindset. However, it posed a problem that the fire was bigger and we had to get through it.
Fire's too fucking big. Too much smoke.
They're inside there, you can't see.
Get out. Too much fucking smoke. Fire's still burning.
Have fire, come in. I got it. Come in. Here's my fire.
It's still at the bottom.
Keep eyes on. Go. Get that extinguisher. Huh? Did you say push? No. Good job. We got another extinguisher on the...
Here. Right here.
Here's another. Sorry. You're good. You're good. Find me a napkin.
Where's fire at? Does anybody know?
They're calling for it now. Hey! Grab more extinguishers, grab gas masks.
Fucking gas masks. Wow.
Is he still alive and moving? Yeah. Still alive and moving, had baby and life both in right hand. Hey, we need to tap. We need to move. Good. You want to get tapped, dude? Let us know. Good.
There's no, there's a wall right there. He's inside of the bathroom. It's way too much smoke. I can't see anything past the second pillar. So if you go in, I can't see you at all.
Did we evacuate upstairs?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We take you in.
Yeah, downstairs.
Let's do it. Kick in this door. Try and get back to where the back bedroom is. So fucking bust out. Hopefully works at. See what we have to do to break through into the bathroom. What?
141? 141's empty.
241.
141's empty. We have no fucking choice but to hold right now. No, because then if you get fucking smoke insulated and you drop on the bed, then what? It's not fucking worth it, dude.
Okay. Where is this? I don't know what this is.
Try and go parallel to where the bathroom is, which is that far back wall to the left. Right here.
Alright, so this is where it gets confusing with all the different camera views.
Well, we determined that they were going to be at that point stuck in that back bathroom, and decided that our only means of potentially getting to the child was to access that vacant neighboring apartment. And so we forced entry into the slider, and we utilized our breaching device to pretty much knock a hole in that wall to try to get to them. And we were able to knock a hole into that wall, through that wall into the bathroom where they were both at.
Yeah, so we'd been dispatched by PD. They'd requested us to come out. There was reports of violent crime assault that we got on our MDC. Knowing that those situations can go erratic pretty quickly, we decided to move up and stage. We staged at the intersection, I believe it was Jackson and Madison. There's a little gas station right there. So we were staging there. We knew this could go a lot of different ways. We've gotten reports that he possibly was trying to set some stuff on fire. So we were kind of talking about different options. We were looking at the complex guides, kind of going over what the layout might look like. All right, grab your can. Hold update. dispatch came up and said, clear to enter, fire is spreading, requesting fire. And this is from their relay from PD. So we went en route, we bounced into a full commercial structure assignment. As we're approaching, we make that hard left-hand turn into the apartment complex, and for those who are unfamiliar with it, it's a one-way in, one-way out, just a full loop U. So usually you make access to the one-way in and follow it all the way around. That was our plan, to make that same access as we had done in the past. I was a little frustrated. We rolled up on scene, only to be hit by a sea full of cop cars. I think I counted them out to be about 15 cop cars that were sitting there blocking the road.
Is that us? Better close it up. Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Go, go.
Keep doing it. Keep trying to break it open.
Good job.
As soon as I made that turn, we were hit with a glow. You know, we could tell that there was obviously a well-developed, well-seated fire at this point. We had cops running by. We had what I assumed were people, residents living in other apartments in that complex, crossing us, going the other direction, getting out. So there was a lot of stuff going on, a lot of different moving pieces. As I advanced up towards where the fire apartment was, I came across one of the police officers who was talking to my firefighter, Tucker Hodge. He indicated that the people involved, there was a child and an adult, had barricaded themselves within the master bedroom and then again within the master bathroom that was located in the corner of the building. He'd indicated that some of the police officers had already made access to the apartment next door to it, had broken a window, and were trying to get access through the adjacent bathroom. I looked over at my firefighter, told him to go grab a chainsaw.
You know, it was very hard to see. Visibility was a little shoddy, but we did see the male from inside the bathroom attempting to cover up the hole that we had created with insulation and I guess an attempt to limit our visibility. Or
with the development of the fire, with the fully involved first floor, the well-involved second floor, and knowing that it was probably a common attic that we had for this complex, this had the ability to spread very rapidly. You add in the complication of a rescue, those are additional resources that are going to be task saturated and doing other things. So it was right off the bat, second alarm being called. I think in a half effort to give a size up, with that was also, this is spreading, we're going to need a second.
Which apartment is he in? Right here. He's just on the other side of this wall. There's a bathroom. He keeps covering up. If we can get that cut down, so we can get him out.
Get a team to stand by. What? Get a team here to stand by.
I need a team in here to help
Did you
fire.
get the people in the back?
I'm not sure. I want at least 2 to 3 people in here for fire. When they cut a hole, we can go and deal with it if he starts firing.
Okay.
And fire's en route with the. If you guys stand back here, it's a fire starts working.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Door open, Metro.
Yeah, they're in there.
Watch out. Hey, Sergeant, I'm not going to shoot him if he's holding the baby.
Does he have a weapon? A knife. He has one hostage, a baby.
Okay, man. Fire dude's in there breaking the door from the wall.
Sure.
Any luck in there or no? What are the 3?
Chainsaw coming.
That's good. See you guys. That's probably a good idea. And I see. Copy that. I'm just going to be injured for a while. Copy on this one. Yeah, I'm going to leave this one. Copy. I'm going to count 5 up to the other guy again. I'm going to get it behind 1 of the 3 here. Chainsaw on the scene. Chainsaw. We're going to cut off. She's saying he's got mental health stuff. But fire that. No, just department is in control. He's barricaded himself in the back. He's got a cell phone.
I go in there as soon as I start cutting. The bathroom that we're in starts automatically filling up with smoke. It's a thick, dense smoke, and I hear the cops behind us. They start coughing. They start having trouble breathing, just because everything is filling up with smoke so quickly. As soon as I start cutting, the saw dies out.
They said, listen, Lieutenant, when he tells us to evacuate, we need to get out.
Alright. Hey, can you guys see in there?
Can you see?
No, we can't see.
Copy that.
So you'll see the firefighter a few times. He does like a jerking motion, kind of like a little twitch, like he's having a seizure. These air packs, they have a thing on them called a pass alarm. And basically it's like a firefighter down alarm. So if it goes so long without detecting movement, it'll start chirping. It'll make it kind of like an alert noise, like, hey, you haven't moved, you need to move to keep me from getting really loud. And if you don't move, when it gives the little kind of notice thing, the alarm goes off. It gets super fucking loud. The little lights on it start blinking, and you cannot shut that thing off unless you press 2 separate buttons. And so you'll see a lot of times firefighters on scene, they do the little dance, they do a little shake, little seizure looking thing, and what they're doing is they're preventing that alarm from activating.
Once I finish my cut, it's taken a while for me to get through this wall. I realized later that it's a pretty thick wall that I was cutting through. Ended up being 2 2x4s on edge that were toe-nailed together with 2 layers of sheetrock on both sides. Plus, I was cutting through electrical. I was cutting through the plumbing because it was right above the toilet seat. So it was taking a little bit longer than I thought it would. As we're clearing stuff out of this wall, you know, we're pulling sheetrock out, we're pulling debris out of this wall so I can get in there. And as I'm reaching in, I'm checking my arms. I'm checking, you know, it's like I'm not cut yet, okay? He's not there waiting for me, at least not that I know of. At that point, the smoke lifts a little bit, and I'm able to look inside, and I'm able to see a foot hanging out of the bathtub. The subject was in there in the bathtub with the water running, and he had his left foot hanging out, and he had one arm hanging out of the bathtub.
Again, passing officers along the way. Some of them were crouched at the doorway. Some of them I had to, encourage to not come with us. But I do make the decision that we are going to make a search, and we were given the assignment for search and or rescue, at this point, rescue of the known victim. So I start our search for the child in the unit that's involved with fire, and the unit that the victim and the adult assailant is known to be in. I make entrance with engine 24, who's the nozzle and attack team at that point. So we're doing a search off of a hose line, but we were able to eventually search the entire fire unit with the exception of the end of the hallway. This particular unit had a master bedroom at the end of a hall and that door was the master bedroom and bathroom behind that barricaded door that the victim was known to be in. During this time, I knew that 42 was in the Delta 1 exposure, the exposure that shares a wet wall and shares a bathroom wall with the fire unit. They were making their breach and entrance through the other unit. So as that was occurring, we were searching the fire unit. I got reports from 42 that they had made the breach and completed the breach through the bathroom wall. That was about the same time we were at a standstill with our search. I was confident we had searched all areas with the exception of the master bedroom and bathroom at that point. So when I got that report, I told my firemen we're going to go back out the fire unit structure and make our way to Delta 1 is what we call it, and that's going to be the unit that they made access into the bathroom from.
Right here. That's the place. You're
So I hop in there, I see the bathroom door is barricaded, and there's crap everywhere. There's stuff all over this bathroom. And I scan the floor real quick with my flashlights just to see if I can see the kid. I do a quick scan before I hop down. I don't see anything, but I know he's there to the right in the bathtub. I do notice that he starts to move a little bit. I could see one arm hanging out of the bathtub, but I couldn't see his other arm. His other arm was actually underneath him, still in the bathtub. I reach down, I end up grabbing his arm that I can see to secure it, and I grab right behind his neck just to hold him down, making sure that if he is conscious, he's not gonna come swinging at me. I see out of the corner of my eye to the left side of him, still in the bathtub, I see a foot sticking out. I pushed the guy to the side, so I was able to grab the kid just by the shirt, and I yarded him out just one-handed. At that point, Captain Lemon was right behind me.
Let's play now, Michael. Baby, baby, Which way?
We made that commute from the fire unit to the Delta 1 exposure. And in that transition from the fire unit to the unit that 42 had made access from, the baby had been handed off from 42 to officers, and an officer then handed that baby to my fireman, who then I lost my fireman to completing that rescue and delivered the baby out to the medic unit. Made my way into the breached bathroom wall about the time that 42 was trying to package a large male adult, 250-pound-ish male adult in the bathtub.
Male victim is in the Dungeon apartment now, first floor.
Should have left that motherfucker. Fuck.
you catch it?
I couldn't see how tight it is.
That's a Frank. Maybe being transferred to.
That day, or that night, morning, we all worked together. Everyone was communicating really well. We all kept a level head. I'm proud of all of them.
Like we've had conversations and just sitting at the table earlier, trying to figure out, okay, well, where are these people at now? How are they doing now? And we all have personal feelings about the gentleman, but at the same time, if somebody asked me would I prefer he lived or died, I would absolutely say I'm glad he lived. I'm glad we were able to make that difference and pull him out and keep him alive. Because everybody deserves those second chances. We don't know people's circumstances or what's going on, and it's not really enough for us to judge us.
You don't know his circumstance. The motherfucker tried to kill a baby.
As much as sometimes we do. But I think at the end of the day, that's why we do this job, is to help people regardless of the situation. And I think that was an opportunity for us to do so.
Like I said, if it wasn't for the partners and fire department coming through and everybody knowing what they had to do, it could have went to a different outcome, but it didn't, and saved the kids. So.
It seems like as in the fire department that if we were to pull up like we normally would on any house fire, we would pull a line, we would squirt water on the fire, and as the fire goes out, things get better, and we would try to make a rescue from there. If we didn't get the intel that we did at the point, I don't think we would have made those decisions. And if those decisions weren't made, I don't think we'd have 2 surviving victims. I think we'd have 2 fatalities.
Despite fire knowing that there was somebody armed in that room with the baby, and you don't know what situation you're getting yourself into when you jump into a dark hole with somebody with a knife. It could have ended bad, and they didn't care what the rescue of the child was.
The firefighter that went in, granted, the firefighters are going to know at that point with all that smoke, it's not very likely that someone is going to be up moving around. There's just too much fucking smoke in there. Even then, firefighter can go in with their Halligan. Someone wants to come at you with a knife, and you got a Halligan? Yeah. You put that spike right in their fucking skull.
At that point, the most important thing.
And it was a team game even with it. Once the victim was found and the 2-year-old was hands-on victim, it passed from fireman to officer to fireman. So it was certainly a team game.
It took probably later on that night after I got home that I was able to kind of relax and think. The adrenaline kept me up for probably 2 days after that. Almost living on a no sleep because of I wasn't able to relax. It took a while for me to really think and realize that our actions did something, mattered to somebody.
So, yeah, this, I don't know why they made this video. Personally, I see this as almost slightly fucking embarrassing. It all could have been avoided the minute they start seeing fire being produced. That's the moment to move. There's no other way it's going to end than in complete death and destruction. The only way that fire is going to be stopped is with a lot of water, which they don't have a fire hose. So the minute that fire was started, that should have been the shot timer going beep. It's action time, boys. You're like, that fire is not going to go out on its own. It's going to grow and grow and grow and grow, and it's going to take the entire fucking building down with it. Fire is a fucking force to be reckoned with. It fucking destroys shit quick. And it will destroy a lot of shit too. So the minute that dude started that fire, they should have went in. And when he's out, that supervisor is outside. I don't know exactly where it's at, but he's outside and they're talking about, moving in. He's like, well, if we push too hard, something bad could happen, basically what he's trying to say. And the other guy's like, yeah, but. And the other guy was right. Yeah, but we wait too long, he's for sure going to die. And then the whole building is going to be gone. And then people are going to be homeless. If the rest of the complex has not been fully evacuated yet, and there's people still in the building, they're going to die. So there's more than just the life of the baby at stake here. There are other people who could be in this complex, very deep sleepers who did not wake up to the pounding of a door, people trying to come get them out. People willfully ignoring the beating on the door, thinking, "No, it's fine. I'm not leaving my stuff. I'll be here." There's potential for multiple lives there.
That's the thing. Hey, couch is on fire. Everything's on fire. We got fires. Good. We got a knife to the child. We can't push it because he's putting the knife to the child's neck. So
Right, but
I understand that. But right now, if we start pushing too far.
Yeah, like I said, leadership ineffective. Like, this guy might have did good on the sergeant exam and might not ruffle too many feathers and might not have too many complaints, but this was a disastrous call on his part. A huge failure in his decision. Yeah, I mean, what's he thinking? This fucking fire is going to go out on its own? No, it's not. It's going to get bigger. It's going to keep growing. That annoys the shit out of me. Like, this whole situation could have been resolved a lot sooner if they pushed in the minute the fire has started. If they'd pushed in, yeah, the dude might have cut the kid's throat. That might have happened. But that fire continuing to grow, the kid would have died from the fire. Or smoke inhalation first. Not much else to talk on this video. If you like what you hear and see, go ahead and give me a like and a share. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more Monday quarterback videos. Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching.